Welcome everyone to Maximum Potential. I'm Deborah Mousseau and I'm going to be your host for this series. And what is maximum potential and why do we need another podcast, blog, vlog, whatever you want to call this show? Anyway, because there's a lot of noise out there, there's just a lot of stuff out there, but maximum potential is here to help you live your life to the fullest, to help you fully develop your talents, your time, your money, your people, develop your entire life, all areas of it, so that you're operating to the fullest extent possible in all areas. Doesn't mean you get there right away or that you can work on all those areas at one time, but maximum potential is about living the life of your dreams, having the life you really, really want to have. Not what you settled for, not what you got comfortable with, but really developing your God-given talents, your God-given gifts, learning how to manage your money, learning how to manage your time, and then helping those around you, developing your people, whether it's your friends and family, your employees, your coworkers, everybody you come into contact with. So maximum potential is really about living the best life that you can possibly live. What maximum potential is not is running 125 miles an hour and striving to get more. It's not about trying to impress your neighbors. It's not about being the best or this or the biggest or whatever, or the highest money maker. It's about doing the best for yourself, but not about getting on that treadmill where you're always working, or you sit at the water cooler and go, oh yeah, I worked 120 hours this week. Like, no, it's not about that. It's not about surviving on sugar or caffeine or other substances to make more money while all your relationships fall apart. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's about honing in on you, your purpose, your vision for your life, and then focusing, keyword there, focusing on you and your purpose, and then taking your time, money, people, everything, and focusing your resources on that one big goal. And that goal may change over time, or you may have an overriding theme in your life, but your missions as you go through life may change, but your overall purpose will stay the same. So anyway, that's what maximum potential is. And sometimes it's just going to be you and me, either talking through things, doing exercises, reading the Bible, and then other times we're going to have experts come on, or people that have gone through things that can share what they've gone through with you, share their stories, and help you learn from them as well. So maximum potential, this is a good thing, making the most of you, living your dream life now. Doesn't mean you get everything you want right away, but right here, right now, starting to live the life that you were meant to live. So how do you do that? How do you live life at maximum potential? There's technically 7 steps, but there's an 8th one I threw on. Number 1 is know who you are. Know who you are. Who are you? Like every single person, think about it, every single person on this earth is unique. Your fingerprints are unique. Your DNA is unique. You are unique. Nobody can be you, exactly you. No, your twin isn't just like you. You'll have different quirks, different likes, different dislikes. You may understand each other really, really well, better than most of us that have siblings, but you're still 2 separate people and 2 completely different people. You and your spouse may be very much alike. You may be very different, but you're never going to agree on everything. No 2 people on this earth have ever agreed on anything. So don't even try and put that off on your spouse. That's not going to happen. That's called unrealistic expectations. So 1, know yourself and develop yourself. This includes your talents, your gifts. You guys, some of you have dreams you let die. Those dreams have died and they're buried so deep you forgot what they were. It's time to start dreaming again. God says it's time to start dreaming again, guys. I don't care if you're 52, 82, or 32. It's time to start dreaming again, because you don't have to wait to heaven to have a good life. You can bring heaven to earth. It's time to have a good life now. Regardless of the political environment, regardless of the economical environment, I mean, there's always going to be things coming at you, right? But the sooner you set your life on a firm foundation, the better off you're going to be. But every single person on this earth, each one of us has a different level of potential, right? Some of us are really going to be good at school. Some of us aren't. Some are going to be great in the gym. Some not so much. Some are going to be great businessmen and women. Some are not. So it's okay. Your job is to figure out what's the best thing for you and what works for you, and then develop that. So number 1, know who you are. because too many people don't know who they are. Number two, know what you want. And that's a toughie, guys. I see so many people, they don't have a clue what they want, or they want so much they don't even know how to get started, or they have so much gift and talent they don't know how to get started. Sometimes you just got to choose one, you know, because unfortunately, like it or not, life as an adult is making choices. We all have choices to make, and you have to choose. So knowing what you want is very, very important. Because as I teach us in my financial classes, you have to know where you are right now, and you have to know where you want to go. That's how a GPS system works. If you don't have point A and point B, you can't make a plan to get there. You can't get directions. So you have to know who you are, know where you are right now. When we get into the money management and time management, we'll start talking about that, how to know what's going on with your time, how to know what's going on with your money. We'll cover those things in this show. But you also have to know what you want and define it. And you know, you may have pie in the sky dreams, and maybe you have to start with one certain dream right now or one goal right now. But set that goal and get there, and then increase. But as you expand your mindset and your belief system, your dreams are going to get higher and bigger. And you're going to go back to those big dreams that you had that you let pass away. And for you youngsters, you're looking at the adults going, man, these people are crazy. Their politics are nuts. Their finances are nuts. Like, what's going on in the world? It's crazy. There's riots. There's COVID. There's election craziness. And it's like, it's okay, guys. You in your 20s, don't give up. I know some of you in the millennial generation, you got out of college, couldn't find a job, couldn't make good money, kind of figured out what your degree was worth or what it wasn't worth. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You can still make the most of what you have, and that's your job. But please define what you want. Define what you really want out of this life. Not what you settled for, not what you got comfortable with, but what do you really, really want? And then we're going to make a plan to get there. And that's number three. Number three is set your vision and your goals. Have a vision, guys. Have a vision for your life. There's a reason why you're here. There is. There absolutely is. And I know there's been times when I haven't always thought that way. And I know some people, they lose sight of their vision. Some people have never had a vision for their life. But you need to find out what your vision is. Sit down, get quiet, and then do a vision board, or do it in your mind, or write it on paper. Whether it's words or pictures or Pinterest, whatever you like, ask God what the vision is for your life. And if you can't see what it is 10 and 20 years down the road, that's okay. The earth might not be here by then. Look at 1 or 2 years. What do you really, really want? What do you really, really want? And then set goals. And if you're scared to death to go beyond 6 months, that's fine. Set a 6-month goal, but set a goal. You got to have goals, guys. Set a goal. Because once you have this goal, that's what you're going to focus on. And when you start to focus all your time, money, talent, everything on that goal, you're going to start to reach your goals. And when you reach one, then you reach another and another and another. And pretty soon you're going to be a successful machine. Not a machine, but a really good human having a really good life. But once you reach one goal, it gets much, much easier to reach the other ones. So along the way, how are you going to learn how to focus? Well, that's what this show is all about. We're going to help you focus. We're going to help you set your vision. And then we're going to teach you the skill sets that you need, right? Because you have to develop your talents, guys. Some of you already have. Some of you might be at the top of your game. You might be a great business owner. You might be a great attorney. You might be a great school teacher. You might be a great waiter. Those might be your occupations. But then your skill set. Are you developing your time management? Have you developed your money management? Are you aware of where your money's going and what you're spending it on? Are you aware of where your time's going and what you're spending it on? And are those things helping you or hurting you? So we'll go into those skill sets. And then it comes down to people too. Are you helping the people around you? Are you influenced by good people? Are they helping you? So we're going to develop your skills, not just your talents, but also your skills on how you deal with everything and how you deploy your resources. Because when you focus and you have your vision and your goals and you focus your resources, you're going to get there much faster. Weed through all the baloney, guys. Just weed through the crap and the distractions and get rid of that stuff and just focus. The other thing, besides your skill sets, which money management, time management, and people management, those are all, could be 4-year degrees. Those are all lifetime learning things, but the basics, you got to have the basics down, guys. So we're going to cover those. That's a lot of what I teach in my financial classes, whether I'm teaching individuals or CEOs. It's this different tools, we're looking at different things, your personal finances versus your company finances, but the skill set's the same, right? But the other thing is your mindset, guys. We got to work on your mindset. That's just part of life. If you listen to anyone, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Brendan Burchard, any of those people, like your mindset, your belief system is everything. Hopefully you have a good belief system, your core foundation. If you don't, we're going to work on that. But then you guys, sometimes your job doesn't change, just your attitude does. Sometimes your business from one day to the next, the business hasn't changed, just your attitude towards it has. So when you start with an attitude of gratitude, when you're thankful for where you are, and that comes back to number one, know who you are and know where you're at, right? But when you have an attitude of gratitude, when you're happy for everything you have, even if your life's a mess, even if you're a mess right now, even if 2020 was just disastrous and it ripped you apart, some people did really, really well in 2020. Some people not so well, some people did great. Regardless of where you are, even if you're starting at what you think is ground zero, you still probably have it better than somebody else here on this earth. So be thankful for what you have, focus on what you have, and take that and multiply it so you get more. But start from that attitude. So we're going to work on mindset too. Also money mindset. That's a issue that so many people have to deal with. And there's the business money mindset and your personal money mindset. And that we could talk for months on that subject matter alone. So we're going to work on your mindset and your skill set. So that's 4 and 5. And then step number 6, once you know who you are, you know where you want to go, you've got a vision and set some goals, and you're working on your skill set and your mindset, then what are you going to do? Create an action plan. Create an action plan to have the life that you really want. And you guys, this comes back to your mindset. You got to open yourselves up and believe again, and believe that you're worth it, believe that you can have it, and believe that you can go out there and get it. You're going to need some help. You'll need some resources, but you can have whatever life you want, you guys. You can have whatever you want. Just be careful what you ask for, because you will get it. Just ask for what you want. Talk to the guy upstairs and just ask for what you want. And then you have to make steps to go out and get it. Nothing comes to you on a silver platter. No matter what your age, guys, you got to work for it. But if you're willing to work for it, you can have it. And some of you may get to a certain income level, or you might have a certain lifestyle, and you go, you know what? This is good. This is all I need. That's all I need. You know, I have 9 nieces and nephews, but my 2 youngest nephews, one's more of a high IQ kid and the other one's special needs. They are both incredible human beings, and I love them both dearly, and they're both so much fun. But the older one's a little more serious, and he's in college now, and he's busting his butt, and he's got musical skills, he's got sports skills, he's got a great brain, he's going to be very, very successful. His little brother, who's very special and goes to Special Olympics every year and has won lots of medals, you know, if he can just get a job at Starbucks and Taco Bell, his dream used to be to work at Taco Bell. Now he's thinking he might do Starbucks or something else. He might end up working for me, but he just wants to work and survive on his own, and he will be very happy. Both of those guys are going to develop themselves and be maximum potential for themselves, but they cannot compare themselves because they're 2 different people running 2 different races. So please don't compare yourselves, because comparison is the death of dreams. We all have our own race to run. You can have your dream. You can have your dream life, and you can have it now. But don't try and get somebody else's dreams. Don't try and run somebody else's race, and don't compare yourself. Figure out exactly what you want, and then we'll teach you how to make a plan to go get it. After you have your action plan and you start implementing, you start winning at this game called life, what do? Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Step number 7 is celebrate. And this I will confess, it's one I'm not very good at. I forget to celebrate the little wins, and I just want to go for the big wins, but you guys got to celebrate the little wins along the way. Every single step. You know what I mean? Celebrate your first employee. Don't wait till you get $1 million. Celebrate your first contractor. Celebrate your first employee. Celebrate your first home. It might be the $300,000 home, not the $600,000 home you wanted. It's a start. You're on your way. So celebrate the little wins as you go along, right? So that's number 7. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Life is too short to think that it doesn't start until you get to a destination. Life is now. Life is the journey. When people told me that when I was younger, I hated that. It's like, I want to hear that. I want to get to the finish line. There is no finish line, guys. There is no finish line. Life is what you make it. Life is day by day as you live it, but you can have your life now. You can have that peace when you watch the other videos. You know, the first 5 videos in this series are all about your foundation. It's all about knowing yourself, getting to know God better, knowing what your purpose is, learning to love yourself, getting God, get wisdom. Those are videos 2 and 3. Please go watch those. Those are your foundational videos. After that, we're going to interview other people and what they've done in their lives and hear their stories and what's worked for them. And that's going to help you put that into play into your life too. Hearing what other people have gone through, whether it's overcoming grief, whether it's recovering from a business loss, whether it's starting their first business for the first time and hearing all the stuff they go through. All of those things. So you guys celebrate you, celebrate the people around you, and just celebrate life. You know, there's enough darkness out there. We don't need that. We don't need that here. We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate life. And number 8 is, now that you've got this wonderful life, you're following these steps and you're having a great life and you're working with God and you're fulfilling your vision and developing your vision, your life, and fulfilling your purpose. What else do you do? What's number 8? Help others do the same thing. Help others do the same. Maximum potential is all about you and your life, and then helping others do the same thing. We can all have an incredible life, guys. Us doing well doesn't mean someone else is going to do poorly. We all our version of well may be different levels or different lifestyles than other people, and that's okay. God made us all different. We're all supposed to be different, but you living your dream life doesn't mean other people can't. It means you're doing very well. You turn around and help others do the same. That's step number 8, helping others do the same. So anyway, guys, that's what maximum potential is. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're watching. You guys, you all, if you get nothing else out of this video, God loves you and he wants you to have an incredible life right here, right now on this earth. And anything I can do to help you get there, I will do so. So if you have any suggestions or certain topics you want to cover, please list them below and we will have guests on the show to talk about them. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And here's to you and your life and living at maximum potential. God bless you. Peace, love, and prosperity. That's my motto. Let's go get it.